Greg the Pet Guy, if you're on Facebook, find him at Greg the Pet Guy. But Greg Reilly joins us this morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What we're going to be talking about today is, because with the weather that's getting warmer right now, and obviously mosquitoes are going to be coming out, is heartworms. Now, basically what's going to be talking about, that's kind of crazy. Let me restart over.
Okay.
What we're going to be talking about
It's
today,
live. We can't
it's live, I know.
Live.
We
It's
can't,
early.
we can't rewind the tape.
Right.
This is,
It'd be nice.
just so you know.
Heartworms are caused from mosquitoes.
Okay.
And what basically happens is, let's say that Annie has heartworms, okay? And traveling in her body is going to be little micro baby heartworms called microfilera.
That's what I was going to say. You know, I think of a heartworm. I think of the picture of an apple with a worm coming out of it. I mean,
Right.
Apple being the heart. Is that what happens? You actually get worms, something that crawls around in the dog's heart?
Correct, right.
Really?
And I got this little display right here, and I actually have another one that's an actual dog heart with some heartworms in it. And basically what happens is that the mosquito will draw up inside this baby heartworms and will fly around.
Now, what we're looking at there, the jar, the stringy stuff next to that heart, those are the worms, right?
Those are the worms that you're going to be seeing, right, exactly.
Kind of look like snow peas in a...
Kind of,
Yeah,
a little
right.
bit, yeah.
Or bean sprouts.
bean sprouts, right? Yeah, something like that.
Bean sprouts, kind of.
But they go into forgive me, I'm just curious with this.
Sure.
They go into the veins and the arteries and they travel around through the heart.
Right,
And that's bad.
right.
It's very damaging.
Right. What will happen is that the mosquito will get the baby heartworms inside its own body, and once it becomes hungry again, when it bites another dog, say Annie, that's uninfected, the baby heartworms will travel back into the dog, and that's how basically the cycle of the heartworm comes around.
How do you know if your dog has got, or you suspect your dog has got heartworms? What can you do? I mean, are there signs?
Some of the signs are going to be really easy. Coughing, exercise intolerance, weight loss, vomiting, respiratory distress are going to be basically your major symptoms. If you have any of those symptoms, I highly recommend having them checked out by your local veterinarian.
And how do we prevent this?
Really simple. It's just a simple once-a-month pill that you give. Either, say, Interceptor or HeartGuard is recommended. The other nice thing about it, it also prevents other type of intestinal worms, too.
Oh, very good. And we do this year-round?
I would recommend it just because, you know, Dave could probably back me up on this, that the weather is so unpredictable. Sometimes we have really cold
I always know
winters.
what's going on, Greg. Got you covered.
Sometimes we have very mild winters, so it's not a bad idea. Plus, it's also a good habit to keep.
Okay, very good. Very
And
good.
you said mosquitoes are the cause of this. We are getting
Right.
into mosquito season. We were
Correct.
talking with, we had Healthy Living on the other day talking about, again,
Right.
mosquitoes are really starting to get prominent this time of year. We've got standing water. Best thing you can do around your place, if you've got, you know, a pen outside for the dogs, or your dogs are inside, regardless, if you take them outside for any length of time, try to keep your area cleaned up, and that'll maybe cut down on this and cut down on the chances, too.
And if you find out that your dog does have heartworms,
Right.
is there any way to get rid of the heartworms, or will they have it
I mean,
forever?
yeah, do the pills, I mean, are those just prevention, or is that...
The pills are prevention, right? If you do have, say, heartworms, it's really easy, and you'll have a couple of steps. One, you're going to want to get rid of the adult heartworms inside the heart, okay? And basically, that's going to also stop them from preventing them producing baby heartworms.
Okay.
Afterwards, then you'll get rid of the baby heartworms, and more or less, the dog should be okay afterwards.
And your local vet can do that for you.
Correct.
All right. And if we have questions, can we ask you at your Facebook page? 'Cause
Sure.
I know you're on there, and it's Greg the Pet Guy. If you're
Sure.
on Facebook, look for Greg the Pet Guy. And again, he'll answer all your questions there. We appreciate you coming in.
Hey, thank you much.
And his page just keeps growing. It's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very cool.
Yep.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Greg.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Annie, very much. And as we take a break, here's another look at how you can reach Greg if you have any questions. There's an email address and Greg the Pet Guy at Facebook. And you're watching News 10 this morning on WTHI. Stay with us.